had a lot of viewers ask me lately for some more Mortal Kombat Reboot movie news, but in all honesty, there just hasn't really been any information coming out. The movie's already done filming, it's in editing, we don't have a trailer yet or anything. But now there is a ton of new info. We finally got our first official look at the movie, including some story details we didn't know about before. But before I get started on the new stuff, I do want to touch on two pieces of information that came out recently. Not really enough to make a full video over it, which is why I didn't, but the character of Kabal is going to be in the movie. That has been confirmed. Probably in a small role, since he was never a major character in the main series anyways, and he's also being played by stuntman Daniel Nelson, also a stuntman in the upcoming Godzilla vs. Kong movie, and we also got the release date of the movie, officially April 16th, 2021, so it's coming up soon. It's going to be released theatrically and HBO Max, just like Wonder Woman 84 was. Now for the most updated information on the movie, the first look. Most of it sounds and looks amazing. But there's one thing, just one thing, specifically that made me go, you were doing so good. I'll get to it. Let's take care of the good stuff first. Let's take a look at some of the characters, one aspect of the movie that I think we'll be quite happy with. Here's Bi-Han Sub-Zero and Hanzo Asashi, of course before he became Scorpion. As fans will know, Scorpion and Sub-Zero are part of rival clans, and Scorpion holds Sub-Zero responsible for the death of his family and clan. The movie's actually going to be opening up with this piece of the Mortal Kombat lore for about 10 minutes. It's being described as an especially brutal and visceral scene, as it should be. Excellent work there, I'm happy with that. Here's another look at Sub-Zero, this time in his Lin Kuei outfit, and using his ice powers. I'm hoping they give Sub-Zero a much bigger role this time around than he had in the original Mortal Kombat movie. In the original, he was just kind of relegated to being a henchman that Liu Kang killed. And in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, when the younger Sub-Zero shows up, he's just like in one scene and then he goes away for the rest of the movie. Give Sub-Zero some time to shine. And he needs to die at Scorpion's hand. Here's Liu Kang and Kung Lao. These two couldn't look any more perfect. I mean, what else is there really to say? This is Liu Kang and Kung Lao. Kung Lao's complete with his razor hat. Liu Kang's got his fireball hands ready to go. It's so cool. And here's another shot that very much has a Shaolin Monk's feel to it. It feels like these two characters know each other well and they depend on each other. No complaints there either. Here's Sonya Blade on top of Kano holding him down, and I'm wondering if this could be the scene where his eye gets damaged. He's got some marks on his face, and we all know that Kano gets that cybernetic eye implant, though it's going to look a bit different this time around. Instead of a big metal plate with a glowing eye, it's definitely a change in appearance slightly, but I don't have a huge issue with it. His face is still all messed up with the scarring, and he still has a glowing Terminator eye. It's Kano. He's very recognizable still as Kano, that's fine. Now this is where it starts getting a little weird. Here's Jax. Looks great, he's got the metal arms, he's bulky, he's Jax. But reading his description, he's got a birthmark on his chest, shaped like the Mortal Kombat dragon. In fact, multiple characters in the story are going to have this logo, which identifies them as the people that Raiden's going to have to collect for the tournament. It's so weird to me that they decided to add these birthmarks to identify these chosen warriors, because it reminds me of those stupid tattoos in Mortal Kombat Annihilation that the bad guys had stamped on them and they would turn into dragons and fly out of their body when they died. I'm not really sure why they thought that was necessary, but it might not be a huge deal in the actual movies. Just kind of weird. Now here's where I thought to myself, damn it, they did it. When this movie first got announced, I'm talking years back, with a completely different creative team, completely different script, there was a lot of controversy among the fan base because none of it sounded like Mortal Kombat, and there was some original character that it was going to revolve around called Cole Turner. Fast forward to now, the whole thing's a lot more accurate to the video game universe, and I was hoping that most of that stuff from that old script didn't come through. And it turned out the Cole Turner portion did. We have a brand new original character. They changed the name though, now it's Cole Young. I get the want to make original characters. The first movie had Art Lean, but he was just a side character that died anyways. He didn't really matter. And here's where I have a huge issue with this. I think Cole Young is replacing Johnny Cage completely. There's been no mention of Johnny Cage anywhere, no news of an actor cast as Johnny Cage anywhere, and Cole Young is described as a washed out, down on his luck MMA fighter past his glory days. With some details changed, this is basically the plot of Johnny Cage. With Cole Young, based on the description of the movie's story, it sounds like we'll be following it mainly through his eyes, and his story will be surrounded by all these other iconic characters from the video game universe. And apparently Shang Tsung sends Sub-Zero on an assignment to hunt him down, so he clearly has some big importance. It all smells like they're trying to groom this new character to be the main face of Mortal Kombat, and that's completely unnecessary. We already have a rich universe filled with characters that can do that, especially since Johnny Cage has evolved amazingly in the games to really become the heart and soul whole of Mortal Kombat, especially taking MKX and MK11 into context. At least we have all the other elements that make Mortal Kombat, so I may be blowing this out of proportion. I'll give it a shot. We don't even have a trailer yet. We know it's rated R. We know there's brutal classic fatalities. But yeah, Cole Young, I don't think fans are going to respond to this in any positive way, especially if I'm right and he does replace Johnny Cage. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is that disappointing news for you like it is to me? And if you'd like to support my work, I invite you to become a patron. There's multiple levels of support available, or for an option right here on YouTube, you can become a channel member and gain access to exclusive badges and emojis for live streams and exclusive polls. Every dollar helps keep the wheels turning, and I'd like to thank my current patrons and channel members for their continued support. And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, and make sure you follow me on social media so you never miss a thing. Links in the description below. I'll catch you guys later.